Happy New Year, Pisces. Welcome to your 15 rune scope with me. My name is Amanda. Just a quick reminder to check out the video for your rising sign as well. That can give you a bit more information on these very general sun sign readings. Or, of course, you can schedule a private consultation with me. That's really the only way to get a reading for you because I connect specifically with your energy. And we can talk about any issues that you are dealing with personally, which would be different from what comes up in the general reading. So if you would like to schedule a Skype consultation, there's $5 for a 3-minute session. Just drop me a line at the email address in this video or below this video if you want to set that up. Also wanted to mention I'm thinking about offering an online room class next year, probably in February. If that is something that you would be interested in, please just drop me a line and let me know. If you're already contacting me for a consultation, just mention in your email that you would like to receive information on that if I decide to do it and nail down the details. It really is just a matter of how people are interested. So let me know if you would like to receive information on that. And also just want to extend a thank you to all of you Pisces who like, subscribe, and share videos, and regulars who got readings from me. You know who you are. Thank you so much for trusting me to look into your future and help you make some decisions and see where things are going. The new year can be a very good time to do that. So if you've been putting off getting a reading, it may be time. But let's jump in, Pisces, and take a look. The tarot wanted to go first with you. So we're going to look at where you threw in with the tarot and then the runes, how I threw. I went ahead and laid them out in the essence of saving time. So we'll see where we're going here. 15 for you guys. Your focus the first 6 months, Pisces, is good for a lot of you. It's going to be on school, studying, certifications, completing tests. A lot of you are going to be kind of graduating from apprentice to master. So you may be, getting out of college and getting a job at the beginning of the year. Within that first 6 months, that be your focus. Complete school, complete this course of study, complete this certification process, and get a move on. Your focus is also going to be on getting a victory when it comes to somebody who has been emotionally manipulating you. That may be something that comes in and out of focus, and it may be coming up around this job or school situation because maybe it's a professor, or maybe it's another student or somebody that you deal with on the job or in a professional setting or in a school setting, an academic setting, who is, trying to get something for nothing. And you're going to be trying to figure out a way that you can get the upper hand in this situation. So, and I don't feel like it's overly contentious. I do feel like you're actually able to remove yourself from it and it doesn't affect you too much, but you're going to be looking into ways to do this. Now for some of you, this could be, a job opportunity. Maybe looking for work the first 6 months. Doesn't mean the whole 6 months, but that would be your focus. Some of you be dealing with 3 streams of income. You may have 2 part-time jobs and your own business that you're trying to get going. You may have 2 full-time jobs, and I don't know how you would do that. You have 2 full-time jobs and a personal creative project that you're working on that you hope you can eventually turn into a financial reward. So you're definitely very busy the first 6 months, Pisces, and a lot of it is you're very career focused those first 6 months. And that's good. It's all you're building, you're creating, you are working towards a goal. A lot of you, that was your focus for last year, but for those of you who did change jobs or start something new, you're looking to build upon that success. And those of you who maybe haven't found your true vocation yet, you're going back to school, you are learning new things. You're definitely setting yourself on that course, figuring out what is it I'm here to do and getting the skills or the knowledge necessary to do that. So, and for those of you who are, who didn't start that process last year, I feel like you're really going to, be able to do this relatively quickly with the wands around. And they have something to do with that fire trine that we have active, where we have a lot of fire energy activating things. So that means we can get a lot done in a short amount of time. So you'd be dealing with a situation or going up for a job where there's a lot of competition. You'd be competing with others, but this, you're going to get the offer. Whatever this is, Pisces, I'm happy to tell you. And this is big. This is a new beginning for you professionally. So, of course, those of you who are just getting out of college, that, would make sense. But even those of you who made a change last year, there's something new coming in, and it's almost like you didn't think this would ever work out. So Pisces, because you are usually so creative, this could be something artistic, this creative project, this personal project you've been working on. Yes, there's a lot of competition, but I mean, you have the skill and the ability to leave all of that behind. I feel like if you are to, get out there and promote yourself, or whatever this is, promote your band, or, send in your demo, or send in your book, or whatever creative project this is that you're working on, you'll not have only one, not only two, but three opportunities to turn this into a career, to turn this into the way you make your money. So Pisces, big year. Especially those of you who are pursuing and using your creative talents. And those of you who aren't, definitely this is the year to get on it, especially this first 6 months. Because like I said, you can cover a lot of ground very quickly, career-wise, especially using your creative gifts. Unfortunately, kind of in the background, an unfair situation that's been going on, carrying over from last year, will continue the first 6 months anyway, at least for part of that time. But I mean, it's something you're used to. It's a situation that in which you've been treated unfairly, or harshly, or judged harshly by someone. But I mean, it's like your hands are tied. You can't take any action to change this. So maybe you're just reacting to someone else's behavior and have been this whole time, and you can't really do anything. But I feel like you haven't forgotten this person. You have to leave them in the background and move on, no matter who this is, whether it's your child or a family member, or a person you were in a relationship with. If you were in a relationship, I feel like, it ended last year. You walked away from this last year, but maybe they're still kind of in your peripheral. Maybe you're worried about them. You're worried that they took a big risk, but now they're maybe not sure how to get out of it. They're not, they took a big risk. It didn't pay off. They were foolish. With the Fool reversed, it's normally a very uncalculated risk. And for the most part, I do feel like Pisces, this is someone else. Your intuition is so strong in pain with the runes that I have over here and the tarot cards that are coming up here. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is somebody else. And I mean, they really stand to lose a lot. They stand to lose everything, financially, emotionally. There may be somebody going through a split or a breakup, a divorce, maybe somebody in the family, a friend of yours. And it's just kind of like one of those situations where, why did you think it would turn out any differently? I mean, you may not say this, but you're thinking it. It's like, I told you that was going to happen. It can be so tempting to say, I told you so sometimes. But honestly, Pisces, I think you're so focused on what you've got going on. You don't have really a lot of time for other people's stuff. I mean, you are happy to lend an ear. You're always there for your friends and family, but this year it's really to your detriment if you got involved in other people's stuff, because you've got too much going on that you have to act on in your life. You don't have time for other people's stuff. So really definitely focus on, your goals, particularly when it comes to career, education, academics. Pisces, they want you to remember that you are in control of your destiny. But there is a karmic situation that you've been waiting on to rectify itself. For some of you, this may be the same situation where you feel like you were treated unfairly, you were judged harshly. This is something you've been waiting to come to completion, and you walked away from it as much as you could emotionally with the Eight of Cups. It's when you leave something behind as much as you can, but sometimes there's still that residual, disappointment. But for a lot of you, this has to do with a love relationship that may have been a triangle dynamic. And I believe this came up for you in your Pisces. So maybe you did leave that behind, but you can't seem to shake the broken heart, or you can't seem to escape that. For those of you who have been carrying that around, I do think escape is going to happen. I do think you're going to get closure. I think you'll be unwilling to resurrect this, but maybe this person comes back and offers you an apology, offers you some kind of closure. This is the sex, drugs, and rock and roll card, so I do feel like this is a very physical sexual relationship or attraction. This person with the Two of Cups, somebody's going to offer you the world, Pisces. Now, for some of you, this could be someone from the past that finally releases you from, feeling like, oh, I loved this person, they didn't love me. Well, no, maybe they come in and tell you, yes, I did love you. But I do still love you. They'd be offering you, reconciliation or wanting to get back together. And it's up to you to decide that. Again, Pisces, you're in charge of your own destiny here. So you'll have to judge that situation on a case-by-case basis. If someone is willing to prove this to you, definitely make sure that they earn your trust. But for those of you that this is not someone from the past, it could be you get this closure and move on because there's someone new that comes in. Maybe you never thought you'd feel this way again. And there's a lot of sexual chemistry, and your whole world feels like, finally things are changing. There's a completion here. So, wow, Pisces, both career and relationships, there's some sort of completion with the world. This is the last part of the major arcana. So that means, something's finally done, whether for good, whether for bad. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe it's ending the bad so you can move on to something good. That's really exciting. You're finally getting some rewards here, Pisces. And I'm happy to tell you that. It's been a long, hard road, but I think you saw glimpses of that towards the end of last year, and teen is definitely just going to keep them coming. And the more effort you put in, particularly with career, Pisces, the more rewards you're going to get back. So, and whatever this is, this creative venture, it doesn't feel like work. You love it. It's what you love to do. So that makes it even easier to put in that extra effort. What can't be changed? Let's see. What has to be accepted here? With the star, again, we're talking creativity here, Pisces. We're talking feeling hopeful and having those hopes pay off in a very real way. And for a lot of you, this come through with the Queen of Rods. Now, she's normally a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. And because she's presenting in the upright, she's probably a mature woman, does not have to be a woman. She's just presenting that way. So for most of you, this could be somebody who is, she's promising you money. She wants to work with you. She wants to take on your project. Maybe she's the one making this offer to you that comes in as the help to you. So financially, Pisces, whatever this is, it's going to get you out of maybe a financial slump. Those of you who have been having trouble with finances in 2014, this Queen of Rods is a help to you. She understands your creative vision. So this is an agent. This is a publisher. This is a record, label person. I know they don't have records anymore. A label person. This is the person from iTunes or something, however they do it these days. Or, this is an agent that's going to get you out there for acting jobs. This is somebody who wants to work with you, who sees your star quality, who sees your creative abilities, your gifts, and wants to profit from that, but wants to help you profit from that as well. This is going to be in a non-traditional way, Pisces. The way to make the biggest money in teen is in a non-traditional way. So you're not going to be sitting in a cube in an office making, some of you if it is a creative company, if it is more innovative. But for most of you, this is going to be your love, your dream, your creative vision, your career. If you put the effort in, you will get the rewards, Pisces. And keep sending it out. No matter how many rejections you get. I forget how many times the Harry Potter novels were rejected, but it was a lot. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Just remember that. Read some stories about that for some inspiration if you're ever feeling down on yourself. Go through and read how tough some people had it before they made it. And I think that you will be motivated again. So, but it's really looking good, Pisces. I can't wait to get over here and see the rest of this story. So yeah, non-traditional ways of earning money are your tickets, Pisces. And that'll be great with you guys because you don't really like the traditional stuff anyway. You smother in cubicles for the most part. So if you are in one right now while you're watching this, you need a jailbreak. You need to plan a jailbreak this year. And that's exactly what I see over here. I see a big shift or a change. And for you, so this, for some of you, this could be a move. It also covers travel. So some of you will be doing a lot of traveling. It may be work related for a lot of you. This will be part of this harvest. You'll be doing a lot of publicity, if you are launching something. But help that's going to be available to you is that you're going to know when people are giving you biased advice, which is fantastic. Your intuition, Pisces, is going to be off the charts. It's always strong, but I mean, you're just going to know who to trust and who not to. And if you're nervous about that, ask your guides for help and they will come through for you. But I feel like mostly innately you guys just have that, and it's just going to be red hot in 15 when it comes to whose advice to trust and who not to listen to. Because I do feel like a lot of people are going to be threatened by your success, Pisces. They're not going to be happy for you. And this is how you find out who your true peeps are. You know what I mean? This is how you find out who's just playing and who's really, true blue. And it's best that you find out now, because I feel like your trajectory is just the start. You're going places. You're going places beyond that. So you need to find out now who's got your back and who, is looking to stick the knife in. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to get the opportunity to do so, though, because you're moving too fast. But yeah, there is something that you have been longing for. Again, Pisces, next year is the year. And not for a lot of you, not just one thing, because again, we have this new beginning with relationships coming up. Some of you get married next year or be planning a wedding in Teen Pisces, because with the Two of Cups, it doesn't get more romantic than that. Next to the Devil card, that's the best of both worlds. Just watch that it's not somebody with an addiction issue. And those of you who do have addictions, you can end those in Teen. Maybe you finally take some steps to put the nail in that coffin, because you're going to need all your focus. You're not going to be able to be half in it, you know what I mean? Or be kind of there. You're going to have to be fully present and have your faculties. But yeah, I think your focus the second half of the year, Pisces, some of you, it's going to be on this family situation that's been hanging around. I think that there's still some frustration there, but it may be because, again, somebody is moving too quickly. They're making decisions too quickly. They're wanting to fast forward. This person wants to press the fast forward button. Maybe this is somebody wanting to shack up with you. Maybe this is a new person you just met in the first part of the year and now they want to move in together and you're like, whoa there, sir or lady. I don't know if I'm ready for that. So there'd be a bit of, you maybe putting on the brakes there, and this person get frustrated because this person seems, and it feels like a male energy. He's presenting as Uruz, which is the masculine room. So doesn't have to be, but he is showing up that way as somebody who wants what he wants and he wants it now, and he doesn't take too kindly to anybody putting on the brakes. But you've got a lot going on, Pisces. So if this is somebody who's trying to pressure you or get you to do something you're not sure about, you have every right to put on the brakes, especially if it's this person from the past, wanting to be all, oh, now, I didn't realize what I did. Well, I'm busy. You're going to have to prove that to me, these sweet things you're saying. Well, let's see some action. So yeah, I feel like you'll be hesitant to move in with anybody because I do see moves are possible for you, Pisces. So maybe that you are planning to move and this person's like, hey, why don't we just move in together? And you're like, hey, I don't know about that. If you're feeling that, Pisces, say it, communicate it, just be open and honest. Some of you would be dealing with delays around an inheritance, issue, and somebody be pressuring this to, just move forward more quickly. But, you feel like rushing it will, hurt the situation, or it's just a bad idea. So, and yeah, anything to do with real estate or property, make sure that you can take the time. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you have to do this or you have to do that. Don't let anybody rush you or make a decision when it comes to real estate, property, family disputes, anything like that. Because I feel like it can damage the outcome if it's rushed, whatever this is. Some of you may be dealing with a health issue, but I feel like whatever this is, if there have been delays around it, if it's been a slow process, either in finding out maybe what's wrong, or, finding treatment, I do feel like there will be a breakthrough and your focus will be on that, and you will be able to heal in 2019. I do feel like there will be a breakthrough for a lot of you with health. And even those of you who have a family member who's been ailing or not doing well, there could be a turnaround with them, because whoever this is very resilient with this room. This is definitely in a health situation. This is the room you want to get. So I do think that is something that can progress in the second half, and this person can make a recovery. So there is a shift happening. So it's either a move or a new door, a new job, a new opportunity that is changing your life in Team Pisces. And I hope I didn't call you Scorpio earlier, but I think I might have. And I apologize if I did. If I didn't, yay me. But there is going to be an offer made to you, though, that is something, again, from the past. So I'm wondering if that's not this situation, but it may be someone else, or, it's kind of like the need rune in the reverse. It just means failure. It just means if you accept what is offered, and it failed before, it's going to fail again. The only way to avoid this is to, reject it. Or reject this person and say, look, we've been down this road, it didn't work. Or I had a job like this, it did not work, I was miserable, I'm not taking this opportunity again. Or, you promised me this and you promised me that, whether it's a work situation or a personal relationship. You promised that you were going to, change, and you didn't. So Pisces, don't go down any roads you've already been down, because they will end the same way. I wish I could tell you that it would be different. But again, your intuition is going to be nagging you real strong, and need to turn back or run away, with this rune, along with the tarot cards over here, with especially the Star, the Intuition, and the Magician. You're going to get really clear indicators when somebody's trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Or when a situation is not going to be best for you. So, but of course we always have free will, but now knowing this, if you accept what someone is offering you, if it's a road you've been down before, not this new thing, not this brand new career opportunity, that's different. We're talking about something you've already done, a road you've already been down. It will end in failure. So don't do that to yourself, Pisces. And this could be, someone that is close to you. Again, with these energies, it doesn't always have to be you. It can be somebody that you know. And it just could be that, you advise them, you don't really want to do that. Do you really want to do that? I don't think so. Some of you also be getting a decent legal settlement here. And this could be something that you have been waiting on for a while. You have thought your lawyer was kind of slacking off. Maybe they advised something that you didn't think was going to work, and it ends up paying off. So that's going to be a help to you. Again, with a reward, financially and karmically. So it's karmically, it's a year of reaping, Pisces, and it started last year, at the end of last year. But the really big indicators are coming in 15. So just watch out for those people that that are always bad news, and those roads that have the big dead end sign. Listen to your intuition. And you're going to do really well. I mean, 14 is one of the best years ever. So, and I know, a lot of astrologers and people like me will say that at the beginning of every year. But from this setup, I really can't tell you any different. So I do hope to hear that that's how it turns out. So good luck, Pisces. Happy New Year once again. And I'll see you back next month for the monthlies.